Hi, Matt.
How you doing?
Dave's having connection issues.
Oh, okay. That's fine. Can you hear me though?
Yes,
Awesome. Awesome. I was really hoping all this around me worked right now. All right.
I got to look at the agenda. Hang on. What's the? Dave's having connection issues.
I think I'm connected now.
Now we can hear you. Yeah.
Yeah. I got to look at the agenda. Wait, hang on. Dave's fixing his camera.
That's fine. Do we have more people joining us? We should. We should. Let me see.
All right. I'm here, but I'm checking. Let me check the.
The agenda.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Matt. I can't think worth a damn.
It's fine. Completely understandable.
That's why I'm putting you as vice president.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh, they're driving. Okay.
Hello.
Hey,
What's up?
not much. What's up? I'm just checking the agenda. Why did it fail to open?
Let's see.
Okay.
I mean, I have it on my screen over here. If you want, I can just like.
Okay, then you guys can just tell me.
I know first is the
Seriously.
call to order, but then we can go from there.
All right.
But do you want to start it
For
now
those
or?
who are here, it is 7:02,
Yeah.
and as as interim president for the next few minutes, I am going to have a call to order.
Aye, aye.
And
Hi.
hi, let's take attendance. We are gonna. I hate to say we're gonna do this. I'm gonna make a motion to do this informally.
Sounds good.
Agreed.
So all in favor?
Hi.
Aye.
Aye. All right. 4.
Who else is in on this right now?
So far it's Jennifer,
Me
me, Matt, and then David is trying to figure out his camera. I think.
and Laura and you.
Yep.
All right. Where's everybody else?
Who knows?
I know some other members were telling us that they weren't going to be making it tonight, but
We don't have a quorum to do this.
I mean, I'm not. I'm down for whatever. So,
let me see.
There's 2 important things that have to change ASAP, and I don't think any of the other board members would be objectionable to it.
okay, what are they?
I don't think so either,
Hey,
but
Meredith,
I
you
know I have
are.
to abstain from the one.
Yeah, Meredith's here, but she's a non-voting member, so that's 6.
Here, but abstaining.
Well, I
She
have
can't
to.
vote.
Yeah, she has to. She would have. She can't vote, and then the one vote I know I would have to abstain from because it's a conflict of interest.
Okay.
I think.
Actually,
What?
no, I'm trying to get in some place where I can actually see, because it's
Okay.
brighter than Satan's asshole right now. All right.
Okay, Dave, me behind me.
My screen is frozen.
So Dave's behind me.
Because it's your drink. Gross. Let me look at my screen for a minute.
All right.
I'd like to file a motion to waive the rules.
I already did that. Oh, this is informal meeting. David Moore has asked for a motion to waive the rules for tonight's meeting. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. The
All
ayes have it. All right.
What are rules anyway?
Right. What are rules?
There are no rules tonight.
Yeah.
There were rules ever?
Yeah, because we advertised the meeting for a while now, so should have been.
Yeah.
But I
Sarah,
understand you're driving.
You're on the
that's
board for
understandable.
tonight. So Ms. Sarah Good is going to replace Paula Johnston for one night.
Okay.
Why?
She will be voting by proxy. Sarah, come here. Because Paula's not able to make it.
Did Paul say it was okay?
Meredith can.
That's a good question.
Meredith can.
Waive the rules. We don't need to have.
We can add a member to the board.
Add a member to the board because right now we're down to 11.
We can add a member to the board.
If you'll recall at the last meeting, Michelle Marathon was bumped to non-voting status
Yeah.
for living out of state.
Is she still on the board?
Yes, she's still on the board with non-voting status.
If she's still on the board.
We just don't invite her.
Oh. Yes, she's still on the board, but under non-voting status.
All right.
Okay. So,
No, it's fine.
what can we put? Where can we put Sarah? Oh,
As what?
hold on. All in favor of approving the agenda for today's meeting? Say aye.
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 Aye. Sarah? Sarah has an aye.
Abstaining.
All right.
Overruled.
So what's today's first item on the agenda, Mr. Moore? Roll call? All right, my report for today. Since there's not going to be any activity really for Pride this year because of COVID. Everything's pretty much being done if areas
Okay.
want to do their own virtual Pride event, or if they want to go through their city via car. People are doing that. But really, we're going to have to start looking towards next year.
Yeah, down here, everything got pretty much nicked.
Same here. Everything got nixed up here in Erie.
Yeah. I mean, for this year,
So,
I would propose that we at least share the global pride, which is happening on June
Jennifer, you're leading
27th, I believe.
meeting.
Yeah.
Okay, so
what happened?
Approve the agenda.
what can we put, where can we put Eric?
Approve the agenda.
Oh. All in fa- hold on, all in favor of approving the agenda for today's meeting?
Hold on a minute.
Say aye.
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 I just heard random eyes.
Aye.
Aye.
I heard random eyes.
Yeah.
Sarah? Sarah has an eye.
Eyes are everywhere. Why are we eyeing?
All right.
This is gonna be like
Okay, are
12
we
Angry
back to
Monkeys,
normal?
where someone just says no and then everyone throws a fucking bitch.
So
Just remember, this is being streamed on our main page. Then.
What?
So what's today's
John.
first item on the agenda,
Okay,
Mr. Moore?
so Dave makes a good point
Roll
that
call.
for October, they're having a People's Pride in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Philly is
Right.
planning on doing something
Did you
similar
say
in October
9th
as
to
well.
The 11th?
Okay.
I know Pittsburgh. Well, sorry, Philadelphia is planning on doing a similar thing,
Yeah.
but I'm not
All right,
sure exactly
what do we
when.
report for-
Dad's just like in and out.
Sent. There has.
You guys are all in the same room. Why don't you all get on the same camera? What the hell are you doing?
All right. One of the things I'm going to be
You guys are echoing
Yeah, I
because
know.
Dad's trying to get sound through his mic. Mom, you're getting it through yours too. So everything you say is echoing through Dad's mic.
okay. He's all shut off, so we're all coming over here. All right. So, what's going on is I've talked with Matt, and what's going to happen because of my cancer diagnosis. My cancer has gone metastatic, and I'm going to be doing a lot more different things with. I don't know what my treatment's going to be. I'm going to have scans in the next 2 weeks. So I don't know how my health is going to be doing over the summer. So what I'm going to be doing is turning over my vice presidency and make Matt interim vice president
Sounds
for
good. to
through
me.
June, July, and August. And actually starting pretty much now, Matt, after this meeting, Matt will take over as vice president.
All right.
So really, I'm able to take back my part. I'll still attend the meetings and everything, but he'll work more with David because as of the end of the meeting, Mr. Moore will come back and be president again
Sounds good.
All right.
because he's in good shape to do it. So really, that's all I have to say. And
All
I'll
right.
just the other stuff was just that the Pride events have, due to COVID, a lot have been canceled or postponed to the fall or again till next year.
Mm.
So
For
do we?
Treasury, Kathleen not online, so we have nothing to report from her end. What else? Secretary, Ms. Laura, anything to report?
No.
Nothing on Laura's end. Matt, what do you got?
Yes. So Well, with the Pride events, there's a global Pride going on, and so that's going to be a live stream for 24 hours on June
Okay.
27th. So what I suggest is that we share that at least to our Facebook page, and that could be our way of celebrating Pride with the rest of the world.
Okay.
Can someone put to Instagram too?
Yes.
Okay.
Instagram, Twitter, we
Great.
can do it for everything. I don't have access to the Instagram or Twitter though, but I can provide the link to whoever has
You'll
that.
get access, Matt, I'm going to send you access this week.
Yeah, send him
worries.
a list of all the creds and stuff he's gonna need for all the social media sites.
It doesn't matter to me. I'm just
Yeah, I can add you as an admin to
Yeah.
Twitter and Instagram.
Yeah.
that wasn't my way to ask. But yeah. So we'll get that. We'll also. How did that even get on there?
Why is my
Okay.
still floating up on the board?
So the other items we have are the drag out to vote, which is happening right now. We were contacted by Travis Lizer from Drag Out the Vote, and they wanted us to help them advertise their effort to have participation in registering to vote this year. So I'm working with Travis right now. I have a scheduled video call with him and the development and political affairs strategist Liam Kahn later this week. That is going to be sort of they're going to provide us with all the social media stuff that we need, including like pictures, hashtags they use, a QR code to help people register vote. We also have a
That's great
section.
because I haven't registered yet. So
Yeah, they're going to be
We'll get you registered.
providing a lot of materials to us over the next couple weeks here, and that way it helps us help them basically. I just don't want to create all these graphics on our own without it matching their branding and stuff like that, or matching their hashtags.
Okay.
With
Sounds
that,
good.
I also want to do a section of that video call. I told him to do like an interview, and that way he gets to speak directly with our audience online, and I'll be editing that interview and posting it to the main page if everyone's okay with that.
Sure.
yeah,
It would sort of be like a news interview. It's a relaxed thing of just like, tell us about what you're doing, you know? And that could be shared to our Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and the website itself. The only other two items that I had were basically, I know you guys probably seen, I joined the Schuylkill County LGBTQ Club and LGBTQ coffee shop group in the area. I was speaking
Yes.
with AJ Chevalier, who runs the one, and Anita, who runs the other. And we sort of had a couple ideas for the time being. The first is a meet and greet event, which would take place in Schuylkill County and be open to any LGBTQ person or ally to come and meet each other and get support in the group. It would also hopefully someday soon be open to GSA clubs, but for right now it's only going to be open to adults. It would take place only after Schuylkill and surrounding areas are under the green for the COVID-19 restrictions. And there would be no cost to us as a group or to anyone attending to actually attend it, because we're hopefully going to get a donation of a location to hold that meet and greet. But what I would like to do is actually get the board's approval, or get your approval, to use our name in advertising that event, because basically what they asked us to do is we have a much larger audience than they do, and so we would like to use the Facebook page and use our name behind the event to say this is a legitimate event, and hopefully get a location a lot easier, as well as get more people interested. Is that something the board is okay with?
So, I motion.
I'll second that motion.
third.
Awesome. And
Sarah's.
So,
So what? Go ahead, Dave.
out in
Sorry.
Schuylkill County, which is in eastern Pennsylvania, a coffee shop has agreed to let us hold meet and greets so that people can gather and get to know more about Pennsylvania Equality Project as a state organization, and a local organization called the LGBTQ Coffee Club that would meet at this particular location. And they would like to use our platform and marketing tools, our branding, to be able to get their message across.
yeah, we're looking at just bringing the community together in this very conservative area of, a lot of times
That's a
our
good-
area,
That's the
we
idea.
feel alone honestly, one of the directors of one of these groups lives about 3 blocks away from me, and I never knew they existed until this past week. So it's more about bringing the whole community together to know that we're not alone. And
Nice.
I'm hoping
Okay.
with that we can make a
No, I
presentation
like
of
that.
here you can join the
All right.
Pennsylvania Equality Project.
So moved, Matt.
And then the only other thing I have is we also had the idea, well, Anita had the idea and presented it to me. But again, we have a larger platform that we can do it with. And this wouldn't be right away. This would be something we can work on over the summer or next fall. But maybe we can talk about it in the future, is a Pennsylvania LGBTQ parent support group. This would be a Facebook group allowing Pennsylvania LGBTQ families to connect with one another and get support on a platform free from bigotry. It would help both parents of LGBTQ children and parents who are LGBTQ themselves. It would be a
Yeah.
Pennsylvania Equality Project platform that would be run by volunteer parents once we get them on board, but initially we run by our staff and Anita and myself. So basically it's
Okay.
just a Facebook group that would be run by volunteer parents for parents and a support group for them. That way they
Okay.
can get support
cool.
and parentship. It's
That's
something
a good.
That's a good one.
that's
Yeah.
something where it really would help us with that whole idea of opening that homeless shelter that you guys were talking about a little bit
Yeah.
eventually. Because if we can provide this parent group, I mean, we're not going to, I want to make it clear. We're going to have some sort of rules in the very beginning where you have to sign up and answer a couple questions to know you're
Right.
not a homophobic or transphobic person. Anyone who comments
Right.
anything like that is automatically going to be deleted. But it would definitely help us along the lines of if we can't help you with a
Right.
homeless shelter, here's this parent support group. And also, we're
Right.
Anita and I are working together to get a list of guidance counselors in all of the schools of Pennsylvania to get that out to them once we are ready to launch and have all the GSA and LGBTQ
That's
groups
good.
involved.
That's a good
Matt,
idea. I
that's
mean, this is how this kind of stuff starts. It starts in support groups like that, and it blooms into something much larger than that.
That's
So I
Exactly.
think that's a good. I think
And
that's a good
That's
place
actually-
to start.
That's actually a good platform to start with, because that way we can get a group like that started. And
Mhm.
that's the way we can also present ourselves at pride rallies and so forth
yeah,
with
Yeah.
Pennsylvania Equality Project. That way we can pull donations in that way too.
yeah,
And on top of that, it
And-
helps us get volunteers if we ever need it.
Right.
exactly. I mean, like I said, this is eventually going to be run by the parents, so it's not necessarily going to be my thing way down the line because I'm not a parent.
Right.
But initially it could be
We
us
are.
moderator. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think it could definitely benefit us getting donations in the future. It can benefit us at the Pride events where we can go. If you're just an LGBTQ ally, join our Pennsylvania Equality Project page. But if you're a parent who needs support, I will tell you, for the Pride events I've been to, I don't know about the ones you guys been to, but for the ones I've gone to, it's all these parents are trying to get advice from people, and there's
Right.
really no one connecting. So
There's nobody there to say, hey, this is some resources you can go to. These are some safe places you can go to talk with. You can talk with counselors. You can talk with guidance counselors at school. You can go to certain therapy groups and so
LGBT-friendly groups and
yeah, exactly. We can
Yeah.
provide a lot of resources on that page as well, under like a resources tab on that Facebook group. Of
Right.
if you need this specific thing, here are resources. Here are phone numbers of Trevor Project, of
Right.
Have a Gay Day, or any of these groups to really help out with the stuff right,
Right.
now.
because the biggest thing in all these groups is education.
Exactly.
Is
Right.
education resources. I mean, because a lot of these parents, it's kind of like when we were at the Job Corps thing. It's a lot about parents not fully understanding the scope of what their child is going through.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So if we're able to help pull these parents and get them to understand exactly psychologically what their child's going through, this is going to make
Right.
it so much easier.
And
And it's
eventually,
nice to
Right.
have that camaraderie with it too, to
Yeah.
know you're not alone in that.
and with
So,
it,
yeah, I
we
like
could
that.
actually attend different schools over the course of next year or whenever, and we can attend these GSA groups across the state and go, hi kids, here's about the parent network, and actually meet with parents to do that if they aren't
Right.
already joined. It's really our way to get into that younger market, because a lot of our members, I've been looking at some of the statistics for our surveys and stuff. It gets up there once you get to
No.
adult. We don't have a lot of under 18 people answering those questions, so the more we can help them, the better.
You know what, Matt? This might be, we've been looking for some way to like have a gateway in that we can have like a foothold to say, hey, we have this going. Now let's see where we can pull that into a drop-in center.
Exactly.
That
Yeah.
might be the portal.
That might be the way
that
we get it
can
done.
go.
Because if we can reach a younger audience, but more of a parental audience too,
Right.
that will help other communities be like, okay, this is what's going on here. This isn't so bad. Maybe we need a place to go here, or maybe
Yeah.
there's someone needs to go here.
Yeah.
Like, I like that a lot, because this is going to be much more than just a Facebook page. I think it's going to balloon into something way more than that.
Yes. And honestly, I'm not saying it's going to balloon into that right away. I know
No,
it's going to
no,
be
no, no.
difficult to start. I understand that. And I'm more than happy to help with the entire project of trying to get that set up. But I think it's definitely worth it for us to do that.
Yeah.
Count me in on the project, because I can sit there and pull up resources.
Yeah.
And
Also, you have a social work
kinda-
background.
yeah, my undergrad's in social work, so
Yeah.
and even with my special ed and stuff, I can pull
Yeah.
to look at resources and so forth.
I think, well, one of the requests that I would make. Sorry. Go ahead, David. I'm sorry.
How do we differentiate and brand ourselves as something apart from PFLAG?
I'm sorry, I don't understand the question.
PFLAG has essentially practically the same mission to work for parents and friends of lesbians and gays. What is different about their mission compared to what we're doing? How do we differentiate them so that people who ask that question can get a clear answer?
Does PFLAG go into the schools a lot?
Does PFLAG also educate like we could?
I've never heard of that, so I'm going to look that up now.
PFLAG also doesn't do surveys.
Right. See,
Yeah.
we can do.
Right. We can bring the
we can do the
quantitative
parent
data.
survey.
We can bring the data to this that a lot of organizations can't do.
Yeah.
Right.
I think that's what makes us valuable.
Right.
And I think we can provide that
And we can
resource of,
say-
if you want help later on in life, here are the stats that really help your kids know
Right.
they're normal once they get
Yeah.
out of that. And
Right.
here's some resources on how to help transgender people transition. Here's some resources on gay dating or being discriminated against. Here are the stats
Right.
on that. I think that would be our advantage.
Also, on top of that, like the presentation we did with Job Corps on the different
Right.
types of sexual fluidity and, being cis, pan, asexual, whatever. Like, I think we can hit a much, much, much broader market than just LGBT.
Yeah.
I think the person that we could tap to talk to about it would be Tyler Titus, because he's done this for a couple years with Erie City Schools.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I could potentially see if I could reach out to him and ask him a few things about it and see what he can offer.
Sure. I mean, one of the things is this was an idea that the Schuylkill County LGBTQ coffee shop group with Anita proposed to me. So one of the things I would want to credit her basically with it, because it was her idea,
Yes.
and it is also something I would like to instate her as a moderator on that page once we get it up and running, because
Oh yeah,
this is her project, and
we'll let her run with
yeah.
it.
Absolutely.
And also, I would like to work with her and stuff like that on it and make it really, really as big as we can, because she has a lot of ideas on how to get it into the schools really fast, and I think we can run with that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because she can work like on her end, and through us we can work on our end and pull the two together
Exactly.
from
Yeah.
the eastern half and the western half.
You can work with
Yeah, for
that
sure.
menu we are talking about and get the western half of PA, and her and I can work on the eastern, and we can really get it.
Yeah.
And I would like to specifically at first target GSA groups because they're already
Yes.
involved in that, and they're more supportive of that already in their school districts. And then we can start to move into the more conservative areas who
Right.
might not have.
And the good thing is too, it's good to get this started while this COVID thing is happening, because I feel like that's the only way we're going to be able to get a hold of people right now.
Exactly.
Because once everything goes back to green, if that even is a phase, whatever that is,
Yeah.
when everything goes back to normal,
Yeah. Everyone's gonna be busy. Yeah.
Everyone's going to be running around like a chicken without their head because, oh my God, we got to get back to school. Oh my God, we got to do this.
Yeah. And this
It's
is
gonna be
something
chaos.
where we can eventually include. I mean, I think it would take probably a year to get off the ground with it. But once we get it off
Yeah.
the ground, we can get the Pennsylvania Department of Education and Department of Health on board as well.
And like, it'd be nice too, because if we could go from, you know, school districts and different schools like that to going to universities and colleges, because I don't think ignorance in education just stops as soon as you're done with high
Mhm.
school.
Yeah, I agree
It
too.
goes, I've seen a lot of shit in universities that is mind blowing.
Yeah.
Like, working for some of them, I've seen some things. So it would be nice to be able to get a foothold in the secondary education system.
And I think Kathlena would agree 100% because her and I, that's what we want to work on. She would be 100% in on it too, to help on our end, on the western side, north, our side of the state,
Yeah.
because we need to educate more, and the more we educate, the better off both
Yeah.
children and parents will be.
I mean-
Also, too, you start hitting school districts and stuff like this, and you start raising awareness like this to everybody, there is no telling the amount of stuff we could do with that. No telling.
Forgive me. But forgive me, I never heard of the P flag thing though, so I would have to look into that. But I think we would have a distinct advantage, or at least
I do too.
an edge of our own to advertise there.
No, see, because I agree with that, because I think we bring something that not a lot of other groups do. And I even noticed it when we went to that little meet and greet with what the hell is his name?
Representative Miller,
Yeah.
Dan Miller.
Yeah, there's something we bring that not a lot of other groups do. You can raise support and you can do all that stuff, but if you don't have hardcore evidence and data and all these things to back it up,
Right.
what are you fighting for? You can
And we
make
have
up all the statistics and stuff you want, but what are you fighting for?
And Sarah made a good point right now. She said, we have personal experience
Mm-hmm.
and we bring that to the table. We have people around us that bring that to the table. So we know where we're coming from.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's so, hey, Matt, let's table that, because that
Sure.
way, once you talk to Anita and we get working, that's something we can start working over the summer bit by bit.
Yeah, I already told Anita that I wanted to present it today to the.
Or not table it, but just get, excuse me, but just we can get together online and stuff and
Sure.
chat and
Yeah. I mean, I told Anita already that this is an idea that I would need to present today during the meeting, at least to
Yeah.
talk it over with the team, because I told her I can't make decisions on my own. But this is something that I don't think we would have objections to. It's just a matter of how we want to go about doing it. And I told her this is going to be a long-term plan. This isn't like tomorrow it's going to be online, you know? And she does understand
well,
that.
I'm glad we're coming at it from that perspective too, because I don't want something to happen where we're like, oh, we're gonna do this, but it's gonna happen tomorrow. Like,
Yeah.
I'm glad we're looking at this in a long-term thing.
And I told everyone involved with all of the groups that I've been talking to, this is something where I want to wait until Pride Month is over to really even address it,
Oh, yeah.
because it's gonna get busy no matter if there's Pride events or not. We have a lot of people
Yeah.
that want
Right.
things out of us this month, so it's something I wanted to present while I had the opportunity and while it was a fresh idea of
Okay.
ours. But it's something that we can work on for the fall.
Sounds good. All right, do we want to take a vote? All in favor of having a PEP parent portal?
I
Aye.
Aye.
I
All right, we have 6 ayes.
I like when there's no objections.
No objections.
That means it's a good
It is
idea, right?
affirmed.
Oh,
no, I like it. I like it a lot.
yeah.
So I'm
See, that
all
one
about it.
I was really afraid of presenting that one. That one was like, oh,
Oh
that's a
no,
big
that
go. But
we've
No,
had
that's great.
something similar to that in mind. So that worked out really good. And to have one person that can, you and Anita, that can really spearhead it,
Yeah.
that's really good.
And I told Anita,
So-
like, I'm already a graphic designer, so I can start working on the graphics for it over the summer here, and that
Okay.
gives us time. And maybe she can come up with some of the questions and stuff like that to allow members to be approved of, you know, and, you know, we'll come at it that way, you know?
Mm.
Is
So-
there anything else for the board today?
yes.
Yes, Mr. Moore.
So I updated the website indicating that, Matt, that you're the acting vice president and Jen's the acting president and all that. I'll be going back through and changing the look of the website, but you should all know that SitePad, which is what we use to upload our web pages to the internet, SitePad has upgraded and added a lot of functionality. The problem with that functionality is that the old pages that we used to have, unfortunately, can't migrate from the old
Yep.
platform to the new.
Ooh.
So the pages have to be rebuilt from scratch.
Yeah, that sucks.
That really sucks.
That
But
sucks.
it's going to happen. It's going to happen largely because the new functionality includes a series of fundraising tools that we can use, and it also includes additional AV materials that we don't have right now.
Does it include an e-commerce, kind of like a donation button at all?
Ooh, that'd be nice.
Yes,
Ooh, that's a good idea.
and an e-store.
Look, Matt's like, oh yeah,
No, that'd be
These
great.
stores,
Funding
so-
is great.
Right.
yes.
And if
So
could we put videos like on there, off like a YouTube
Yeah,
channel
I
or
was about
something?
to ask, can we put pictures and videos so we don't look sad?
oh yeah.
We'll be able to.
Sorry, I got the code as I see it.
Yeah, I have to look back through it, but I thought I saw something about being able to live stream.
Oh
No,
my
that's
good
awesome.
Lord.
So we
that would
hope
be
looks.
Oh, man, that was funny. Okay.
I'm the town
But
comedian.
yeah, there you go. But it would be good to have the e-commerce, because once we
Yeah.
do get funds rolling in, that we can have T-shirts, we can have mugs, we can have the
Merch store,
the water
let's
bottle.
go.
Well,
John's
Merch.
excited.
Now, hold it. Before we do any sort of e-store, that's perfectly fine per the IRS, but our income from that store cannot exceed certain values.
Right.
In other words, we cannot put off the appearance that we're actually a for-profit entity, covering ourselves as a non-profit by selling merchandise with our logo on it and calling it a day. So we have to be really careful regarding the IRS guidelines.
Are there any legalities of just accepting a outright donation at first for a little while?
So
Not that I'm aware.
Because we're not
we
technically
can as a
requesting it from.
nonprofit. We're on sturdier ground if we do it as a charitable organization.
Okay.
All right.
Because I know we had that problem before of like not being able to request money from out of state, but we're not technically
Right.
requesting it. They're just deciding to donate off our website,
Give
which is
it.
public.
That's the reason for the passive donate button.
Right. That's in big bold letters and highlighted.
Yep.
Yep.
All right.
Alright.
That's good. That's
Yeah.
good. If we can add that kind of functionality, I mean, that too, okay, you got to look at it from this perspective. We're going to be creating these different groups. We point these people to this page and we point these people to this direction. Oh, there's a donate button. They help my child. Why don't I do X, Y, and
Yeah.
Z things? Why don't I donate?
How long do you think it
Yeah.
would take to upgrade all the pages? Is there an
Yeah.
estimate on that?
Week to 2 weeks.
Okay.
I'm hoping by mid-June we have the new page, the new website functional.
Yeah.
Does it keep your domain and all that? You don't have to.
Yeah, so innerserver.net will transfer everything in terms of the domain name and the domain registry and the IP address. All of that will transfer to the new page.
Would any of our
Good.
subdomains change, like the action page or anything? Because I know we link to that a lot.
Yeah.
So the content will stay the same. They offer the same themes. However, we can clean up the pages, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Because I know there's certain
Awesome.
like
Make them-
pages that have different fonts or different sizes on them. That'd be great to like
Yeah.
have it streamlined.
And
We're gonna clean all that up with the new
Awesome.
look.
Is it easy customizing? It's not so much like coding.
Yes, it's drag and use.
Ooh, nice.
So that's great.
Yeah. Um,
That's awesome. Like, holy shit. That's amazing.
that would be awesome. And
Matt, did you ever get a hold of Richard Budicavoli?
he, the man from what was it?
Montgomery
Montgomery
County.
County. Yeah. I reached out to him and I told him my phone number and he was trying to schedule a call with me Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and it every single time, like, he never let me know his phone number to call him, and we kept setting up times and he just never called me. So
I'll touch base with him this evening and see when we can set that up.
yeah. I don't care when it is.
Because-
I'm free all week, but I'm just, you know, I
Okay.
just never heard back from him.
Well, so John, to give you some background, Richard Budicavoli is the past president of the Montgomery County Democrats, and I'm sorry, he's a member of the committee, and he's past president of the LGBTQ Business Council for Montgomery County.
All right.
And he can connect us with a lot of businesses in very wealthy Montgomery and Chester counties.
That's great because Montgomery County is like one of the most expensive counties in
Yeah.
fucking PA.
language there.
Yes,
Sorry.
yes, that's it.
You know there's going to be
Your
a
mother's
commenter
stupid.
out there like, don't say curse words.
My bad.
You're trying to
You're supposed
start a
put little
parent group for
beep in your
kids.
mouth now.
Bleep, bleep.
I just need a censor button.
Hey, it's being edited. I'll beep it out.
Okay. Bleep.
Um,
All right.
so it'd be great
Anything
to connect with
Anything
him.
else for the good?
I'm gonna try to set up
Uh,
the interview with the drag out the vote guy first, and then I'll put the Montgomery guy secondary on that because I want to get that video out as soon as possible. But yes.
Okay.
All right.
Anything else for the good of the order?
What about for the bad of the order?
Well, I just want to thank everybody for giving me the month off so I could recuperate and heal. I am pretty much back to strength after my thyroid storm.
That's good to hear.
Overall, I feel pretty good. And I think now it's time to give Jen some rest. And therefore, I make a motion to adjourn.
Hopefully Jen gets better just as fast. That'd be awesome.
And I second that motion.
Third.
Third.
So let's keep in touch, and then we'll get all the notes out to the other board members, and let them know what we have decided, and see if they have any additional input.
Sure.
Yeah, we'll get the notes and stuff typed up and sent over to you, Dad.
Okay.
Yeah. As soon
Okay.
as
So Matt, the reins are sent over to you, dear.
awesome. And as soon as we get done the thing here today, I'll be posting this to the main page. That way, you guys have the video to call back on
Okay.
for the notes.
So
All right.
Dave and Matt, you're running the show.
June
Awesome.
22nd is our next meeting.
All right.
Okay.
I'll have to keep you guys updated on some things
Okay.
because I may have back surgery. Don't know yet. That's gonna be something in July.
Okay.
Yes, and like I said, with all of us, we'll keep this summer. Let's be all kind of flexible because with all the health issues going on, and
Sure.
So after the annual meeting, the next meeting doesn't roll around again until like late September or early October.
yeah,
So you should be
Right.
okay, John.
All right.
Would the PEP board meeting on the 22nd be at the same time at 7 o'clock?
Works for
Yes.
me.
Okay.
All
I
right.
mean, it would be flexible
Awesome.
if you need to change it. I'm just putting it in my calendar. But
okay,
Okay.
yeah, sounds great.
sounds good.
Do we want to just post to the Facebook or do we have a YouTube channel? I don't know if we do or not. I'm just curious.
I haven't seen
Live-
one.
I don't know if that's something we
don't
wanted to
have a YouTube
start,
channel.
but I know because we have more fans on Facebook right now, so we might as well just go with that platform. But I'm just if we had
Yeah,
it, use it. You know, I'm just curious. That's all. But if we don't
Yeah.
have it, I don't think we
yeah,
need
we
it.
may
It's
as
just
well. It's better to use that
The main
main
platform.
page.
Yeah, that's fine. And that really opens us up in terms of our transparency.
Right.
The only thing I would request is that for matters of a sensitive or legal nature, that we temporarily adjourn the meeting, go to like a text status so that we can type our comments and then resume the main meeting after whatever legal or technical issues should arise.
sure.
Yeah. Agreed.
I was just asking. I wasn't like pushing to have one. I just didn't know if we already had an existing one. I don't think we need one.
Yeah, I think-
I'm just curious.
No.
So,
No.
because I mean, I would hate to start a new platform and have 0 followers right away. It's just a matter of we have 28,000 followers, use that platform. But if we had a YouTube channel, post to both, you know? But that was all.
Yeah.
It would be nice to have because the more we could start a YouTube channel, but the more followers we get and the more things we build, the better.
Yeah.
Because with the Facebook, we've got over 28,000 people following us, and like you said, the more transparent we are, the better. Because
Mhm.
that's where a lot of organizations slip up is they're not
Yeah.
transparent.
On top of that, a lot of organizations aren't everywhere. They're not on every social media platform out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Stella will be making her Pride appearance this year. So on the 27th of June, on Global World Pride Day, she will be wearing her Pride colors.
Aw.
Stella the puppy dog. Just letting it out there. And we even may have a new person joining.
It's a puppy. I didn't know it was a puppy. Thank you. That's awesome.
Stella is our 2-year-old.
You gotta turn the camera.
Okay, let me
Okay.
see. Let me show you Stella. That's
Aw.
Stella sitting there.
Oh.
And then we have 2 that are in their cage training for potty training. So they will be in their also in their pride colors.
Well, now
And
you
then
just
we
made my
have
whole day.
another little dog. She will also be in her pride colors. So we will have them throughout the day.
Oh. I love that.
So otherwise, oh, here she is. She's right here. Precious.
See, I love puppies way too
So
much.
yeah. So yes, they'll be making their appearances.
Cool.
You hear them? All right.
All right.
So we will meet on the 22nd of June, 7 o'clock.
Awesome.
All right.
Thank you guys.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a
Have
great
a
night.
good one.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.